So Delaware's offense will get the first swing of the game. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, it's a good point. His offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field. Successful if they can force the opponent to win in third and obvious passing situations. And that time, on the first third down of the game, they take advantage and get the sack.
So Tennessee's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. This offense has it with really good field position. Using his legs, it's Brooks. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. And complete thanks to the great defensive pressure. They able to form him out with it. Trying to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. And you see them blitz and win games and all the different things they can do aside from making the calls and being the communicator on defense. These guys are as versatile as it gets. So here is the Tennessee offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Looking for a man. It's Hicks. Here's a hit. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field. Creating some space here, just enough blitz blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. Quickly to the 10. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking at football. And you can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up with him.
Plenty of distance between him and the sticks here on second down. He works his way inside the 30 to the 29 and picks up the first down.
passes in some of those great games we had back in the late 90s. This dude right here, man, he just wears you down every single day.
First downs, is that just on this drive? We're going to have to get the training staff to give some IVs and get some bananas, and we better stay hydrated because at this rate, the defense is going to play way too many snaps.
Just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, the Delaware offense going back to work. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. It's a runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. The blue hens want to pick up the tempo.
You're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry.
There was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Back has it. He's going to keep it. Crosses the 45. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it under the 48, and this offense is won. And the Blue Hens getting set on 1st and 10. Softened him up with a run, and now the throw. For this offense. Running back searching for a hole. Down up for the first down and once more. Big pitch, right to the end zone. These guys are really hitting their stride and wait for as they push out that lead.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And now the Blue Hen offense onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting box, and they need to get something together with this possession. Pulls and fires complete. And that defense is all over that one. No room to run after the catch.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. What the I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after giving him a huge loss on that sack. I think they want to just take a second, regroup before running this next play. Defense is getting excited when they see the quarterback in an empty backfield like that. They know, hey, I'm not going to have to beat a running back or a tight end to get there. If I get to him, I might have an opportunity to knock this thing loose, and that's exactly what happened.
See, ready to go to work the big orange offense on the field. They could not have drawn up a better start than this already up 21-9. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they thread deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Right quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Going for 6. Touchdown! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
How explosive is this offense, right? They rev it up so quickly. Speed, playmaking ability, versatility, running, throwing, NFL talent all over the place. After that last touchdown, they've already blown this game wide open. And guys, we're not even through the first quarter yet.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line.
Guys, the Blue Hen offense going to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to compensate.
And he will get home. The quarterback goes down at the 17.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
Thanks to a big hit.
Man, it's fun to watch defense that just, they look so in sync and coordinated. And watching the tape coming into this week's game, you could tell last week this defense was dialed in. They don't give up big plays. They don't give up points. They make you earn everything. Looking like another game like
The Blue Hens send out the front unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Back to pass, it's Hicks. Throws for the tight end. Complete to the right. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play. Saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. His team maintained his discipline, not much doing on that return. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Going right to work up top. Here's the pressure. And he is sacked at the 7.
great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they built the lead.
That's caught. It's fouled. They made the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Dropping back, it's Hicks. Throws to the tight end. He's straight downfield. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
Man, goodness gracious, this dude is on fire. He's already got 100 yards. We're in the first quarter. Like, I might want to think about double teaming that guy. If he goes to the water line, I'm going to double team. Whatever he does, I'm on it.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll keep it on the ground. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17. Started this drive with a bang, but now it is 3rd down. They'll run it from the gun. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10. And the Vols look to keep this drive humming. With the run on 1st and goal. Not much of a gain there on the ground, and that will do it for the first quarter. Tennessee has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punt, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. Touchdown right here. Second down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle is Rose. They go up top and get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at 3rd and goal. Give to the running back. He's not going to make it. What a job on his defense to stop him in his tracks.
But after getting stuffed on that run, you now got 4th down. I'm not into chasing points this early in the game. I think you just take the field goal. You try to pay this drive off and this opportunity to put something on the board.
Well, and nowadays you have these analytical clocks.
Big man has it. It's a touchdown. Quick strike through the air for the score.
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Okay, guys, here comes the Delaware offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. He finds a soft spot in the middle. There he goes. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. He'll do it himself. And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it. And the Blue Hens in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The corners are walked up tight. They'll go up top on 2nd and short. Pressure is eliminated from the defense. They knock it down just behind the midfield stripe of the 48.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working with them.
And he feels the heat coming in and burns him up. Another sack.
Man, another negative play for this offense. You had the turnovers, you're throwing in the sacks. Like, they've got to do something better. They got to protect their quarterback, and they got to take care of the football. There's step 1 and 2.
Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. So here is the Tennessee offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute them.
Yeah, and it's just maintained.
And pick it off, and this defense a much-needed play. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception. Early.
Got some room to run. Tough run gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down to the 17. The Blue Hens with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. And the Blue Hens are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Makes the grab. He's got enough. It'll be a 1st down. They've got it up to 12. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
For the offense.
To the air on 1st down. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help the quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Bring in the heat. Not able to hook up there.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, thrown for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something.
The Volunteers will punt it away on 4th down. Bring it out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll call for the fair catch here. Guys, the Delaware offense going back to work. And to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse, they'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more aggressive here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
And maybe he'll get back to that line of scrimmage, make no more than that.
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball and expect to win and get back in it. And it's amazing that they're only trailing by a couple of points in this game because they've turned it over a couple times and they've been sacked a couple times right now. They have no rhythm on offense right now. You have got to give the defense tons of credit. They are dominating in the trenches. That's the big story so far.
And your Tennessee Volunteers.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Ripping on the 40, good chunk of yardage, and he got it out to the 41 for the first down. Big chunk way to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Got a man, it's Lacey. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Offense gets set for 2nd down. The game from the gun. Puts up the first down, still moving. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
So now it's 2nd and long. To the air, it's Hicks. Looking to the big tight end. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
On the gun, he leaves it with the back. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Vols can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Looking to scramble. Lets it fly deep downfield. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. And this defense is just getting squeezed by the Big Orange, and he's kind of like Peyton Manning.
And no answers. I mean, he's really had his way. They haven't made him feel uncomfortable. If I'm a Vols fan, I'm jacked up that I got this guy at quarterback because he's showing he can put up some big numbers.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. from the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Running after him. Breaks into the open. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving. The Blue Hens will hustle to the line.
For the offense.
Looking to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. Not enough room to get into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Under fire. On target to the left. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. And the Blue Hens come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
Another sack on the day. This offense has to do something different. Maybe bring in more bodies, max protection, keep more guys in the block, only send a couple guys out to run past the edge. You got to do something different. But bottom line, you got to protect that QB.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. On 3rd and long, a check down will be the last resort. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Blue Hens will try to pin them back with the punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. We'll see what this offense can do sitting inside its own 20. Fires to the middle. Finds a man on the right. Knocked down at the 22. That's a first down. They can still stop the clock. Looking downfield, it's Hicks. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Even though that pass was in.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. Just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
Starts a drive, trying to go up top. Pressure coming. Trying to escape and get it himself. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Gonna swing it on second down. Rushes on him. Complete to the left. They'll immediately call timeout. Running out of time here in the first half. They're they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break.
Delaware.
Wants to go up top on first down. Can't pull the trigger, and down he goes on the 41. He's got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get on a couple more plays. They'll go for it in the air on second down. And they get it down for the sack, and they'll go to the locker room feeling good about their pass rush. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays.
Here we go.
On third and long, hoping to throw between the sticks. And the defense wraps up the first half by taking it to the quarterback and getting a sack. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a great one today in Knoxville so far. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player.
He'll start the return inside the spot. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So here is the Tennessee offense. They keep it on the ground to open the third. Barrels all the way to the 29, a gain of 6.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
All down, and he has enough to move the chains. They'll snap it on first down from the 35.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Back to throw, it's Hicks. This time it's complete. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive way you want to build on. And the balls are on the move. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Man, when you go into the half when you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Blasted as he lets it go.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. This kick would be hard enough straight on. 57 yards. He's also on the left hash. No good. And they missed a field goal, so something has gone wrong today.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard, man.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary. And you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick because of the hit. Incomplete pass.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Pass rush. And they get him at the 32.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed greatly. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They got to find a way to protect the quarterback a little bit.
The sure hands, it's foul. They stop him short and will have a big fourth down coming. And the Blue Hens line up to punt it away. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. He only needs a sliver of daylight. You want to talk about dynamic ability to flip a field on display right there. And it was just about a return for a touchdown. Tennessee ready to go to work the big orange offense on the field. Looking deep. Inside the 15. They getting stopped, but the big gain has them on the first down. Let's mark it up to 13.
A lot of smiles right now in this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Rise to the back. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Into the end zone. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense starts this drive in the shadow of its own end zone. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And the defense making a play and getting a hand on that pass.
If this offense wants to get back in this football, I think they're going to see a lot of this. Defense playing a little bit more zone, conservative, great eyes on the quarterback, breaking on the football, batting the ball down. They're going to force you to throw the football down the field.
Off the bootleg.
Two hands on the ball so you don't get it scooped and scored like what happened right there.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And now the Blue Hen offense onto the field. They'll start this drive with a pass.
And a great job by the defense dropping the zone coverage on the eyes of the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Caught in the backfield, it's Greer. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Try to really get into this one. Garber's team was down there to corral, and they made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They go to the ground, continuing to turn and moving forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. The Volunteers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He'll keep it himself. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and then Shaw saved the touchdown.
And that is picture perfect by this quarterback. Nice job running the option seam. He's not covered. Nobody's taking him. They didn't play that responsibility, and he chews up yards and makes the huge play.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Sizable lead. And Guys, the Blue Hen offense going to work. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. He's going to lose a yard on that.
I gotta be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season. They have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Gets the back moving. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And it pays off the sack at the 20. And the Blue Hens will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. So here is the Tennessee offense. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Still on his feet at the 45. They are finding some spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Yeah, this offense has had their way with this defense, and they've had a lot of success. And I'll tell you what, if this defense wants any chance of coming back, they better get physical and stop the run, because right now, this offense isn't having their way.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football downfield in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And then
Man, you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in the league. You got quarterbacks that have those multiple options and making you play very disciplined. And the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off play action on first down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose.
we're winning the game, and the defense is opening up their own cause. That's the second time in this game they've recovered a fumble and taken it in for a touchdown. You know they're opportunistic, and they pride themselves on being athletic and being physical, but they're showing you why you cannot make mistakes and cough the football up when you play them.
And he's coming out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Okay, guys, here comes the Delaware offense onto the field.
Here we go, sack.
The give to the back. Danced his way through traffic, picking the forward to the 19.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Hey, on offense, you got to know when the play is over. That one there, nowhere to go with it after he caught the football. You start trying to juke guys, you start trying to run backward. This ain't high school anymore. When you used to be able to make that play years ago, you're not doing it here in big-time college football, though. You're not good.
Intercepted. The defense has set him up.
A big part about playing the quarterback position is turning the page, playing the next play, not letting bad plays beat you. That's his first career interception in college football, so that's going to sting. And now you've got to get back out there and lead your team.
Pulled down to the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to Pater. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Great pass, it's complete. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. There's being no shot. There's no idea how to get this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He'll pull it out the lead. Well, knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, and somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Off the play fake. And they get to the quarterback and knocks him down at the 16. We've come to the end of the period, and Tennessee leads it. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. Will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. The Blue Hens will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Hauls it in, looking for space. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week, because they have done that everybody right now in the second half.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
This quarterback has been really good today. He's been on top of it, seeing things really, really well. That pass right there, put him on the 300-yard mark. That's a pretty good day.
And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Their balls with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. The analytics nerds will tell you that a 4-yard pickup on first down is a successful play. Let's see what they have on 1st and 10. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now.
Man, it's so nice to have a QB that can do that can run and make plays when you need it. Late in the football game, trying to run this clock out, preserve the win. He picks up the big first down and keeps the clock going.
They pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Grab on the line. It's working. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical...
all game long, or who's been on the field, what personnel groups they've been, they're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
And he'll take a knee in this drive. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams.